Alright guys, this is 88 ShadowAngel here. Just because I've been asked and I thought this would be a really cool thing to do for my first proper video, hopefully. To show you my Pre-Heresy Space Wolves for Templars Crusade 01, his Pre-Heresy campaign that he's running. If you've seen my video on there, there's Matt Dale doing the Space Wolves. And for any of you who've seen the originals, just to give you a quick update, and I will get a closer view of these, so please bear with me. That you've got, obviously, you've got your they're Blood Claws. No, not Grey Hunters, Blood Claws, Russ himself, with a couple new additions which I'll run through later. Terminator Squad originally, and the Longfangs unit, which is there. Instead of me just pointing in random directions. But anyway, right. Now to give you a bit of a closer, detailed look, so you can hopefully catch these boys in full. So I'll show you these guys at the back first. Right. So anyone remembers these? Once it focuses. There we go. Right. You got your Grey Hunters here. You see at the front there is the Wolf Guard member to lead them, all armed with bolt guns and chainswords, apart from the plasma gun at the front, just to give a bit of added evaporation power. Dedicated transporters are right at the back with the forge wheel bits about the front doors and sides. Guy poking out the top, thought it'd be cool. Doors painted on top to match the squad. You can just make out. Alright, then Blood Claws, which are your new beginner guys and everything, so that's all cool. Right, now to the man himself, which is Mr. Russ. Right, now I absolutely love this model. I have done since I first laid hands on it. Actually, I'll just pick him up just to hopefully show you a bit more of him. Here he is, Neiman Russ. I changed the weapon just because I didn't like the sword that came with him. And that's two Terminator frost axes stuck together, and with a bit. And I kept the Scarab. No, not Scarab. Yeah, it is a Sabbath or whatever it's called. At the end, just because I thought, you know, big Primarch weapon, it's got to have a bit of difference to it and a bit of extra stabbing power as well, I think. But yeah, gauntlet in there, bolt pistol hold there, the massive cloak that comes on this guy with really nice wolf-headed vents at the top, that were really nice, and everything. So that's Russ there for you. Right, now since that video was made, well, the original one was made, I've also finally added the two giant wolves that are with him, which are his two wolfkin, which Trout go with him everywhere. And I can tell you now, those guys are absolute beasts in combat. They get all sorts of it. They're like strength 5, toughness 5, furious charge, rending, and they are just mean. But thanks to those guys, I get Fenris Wolves as troops, so it's always a bonus. So also adding in with Russ are these guys. And these guys are Russ's personal honour guard from Terra. So the Terran has gifts from the Emperor. As you may guess, they are Grey Knight models, just because I think the Grey Knight models are really nice. And then, you know, I've just painted them up in the Space Wolf Pre-Heresy colours and given them a dark red helmet with gold trim, and obviously the Space Wolf logo on the side, and painted up the blades so that they look like frost weaponry. So yeah. So I've got 3 of them at the minute, hoping to possibly add another one, so it makes them a bit more of a hardened force. Alright. Next up are the 3 original Terminators in which I used for the first game, which obviously Space Wolves are really cool for being able to just mix and match Terminator squads. So handy to do and to use and need. So obviously two lightning claw, pair of lightning wolf claws, and silo missile launcher, thunder hammer, and twin link bolter, and everything. Now I still claim that the crux on the shoulder, I use it as relics or and things like that, because Space Wolves collect all sorts of manner of bits and pieces as to the necklaces and pelts and that they wear. So therefore I get around it by saying that. And plus I like them because they have a massive wolf head in the centre of them instead of just a plain skull. Right, there you have the Long Fangs unit at the back, which is still the original squad. 3 las cannons and 2 heavy bolters, and squad leader. Being able to split fire, all sorts of fun. Right, this is one of the new additions to the force, which is it's my own made. Before I drop him, it's my own made wolf priest. But this is to represent the character, not just any wolf priest. This is meant to represent the character of Dolmar Gunnarsson, who is the High Wolf Priest of the 13th Company, which I'm hoping to be making and sticking in this army soon. I gave him a bleach bone wolf on the, or a bone effect wolf on the shoulder pad just to give him a bit of difference, considering he leads meant to lead his own company. Right, then, as we move on, new squad of Terminators, which have now been added. It's a 5-man squad of Terminators, which you can see, a pair of lightning claws, and then the rest are pretty much standard, except for the power weapon, and then you've got two chain fists at the bottom. And then this guy, who so far has been an absolute wrecking machine in games. Another character goes by the name of Thengir the Great. He was Russ's head. Well, he was the most trusted by Russ, and that he went everywhere. Not to be, just in case anyone does point that out, that Bjorn was Russ's most trusted. This guy Thengir is Russ's most honoured, and he followed Russ everywhere, and he swore that he would never leave the side of Russ for as long as Russ lived in battles, and walked into the Eye of Terror, but that's still somewhere down the line to come. But anyway, but yeah, this guy is an absolute beast on the battlefield at the minute. The shield is from a Dark Elder kit, but I love the Celtic design, and thought it would look really cool with this guy, so I really wanted to go to town on him, kind of, and just make him stand out on the battlefield. The reason the axe is red is because it's effectively a melter gun that you can throw, as well as counting as a melter in combat. So therefore that thing is absolutely harsh for a throwing weapon. Oh, yes. So that's Thengir's unit. That counts as a troop squad for anyone trying to keep count. But yeah, so that's cool. Hopefully going to be doing a bit more with them, like adding a drop pod for them, because Terminators can go in drop pods. So yay! The next one, maybe no surprise to anyone who either does a Space Wolf or has seen a Space Wolf army, is the addition of the 5 Thunderwolf Cavalry, with the 1 additional power weapon that's in there at the front, and then you've got close combat weapons, and all with storm shields. So that's a 3-up invulnerable at toughness 5. But yeah, just to bring this guy close, because I thought the head and everything on here I managed to get really cool. So yeah, just a bit of a closer look. Then I'll tell you, this is an absolutely amazing bit of kit. The Thunderwolves. There we go. So yeah, this is the Thunderwolf leader. I gave him the only one who has the Russ shoulder pad, to signal that the tribe and the squad were part of Russ's great great army with the axe, which just look awesome. The servo skull on there was, I thought, was quite a cool addition as well. But yeah, then you got the Thunderwolves themselves, which are really pretty. And then I did this edition as well, which I thought was quite cool. Instead of painting the Thousand Suns up in blue, I did them in I did it in its Pre-Heresy colours, just to get the Thousand Suns players. Ha! But nah, that's all cool, well and good. So yeah, that's the squad. And then these guys. Now, anyone who puts these guys down, I really have to say why. I've used these in 3 of my last games for the campaign, and they have just done so well. I mean, the Cyberwolf at the front, I thought it was a nice model, and it was a nice addition to add anyway. But you know, the fact that they are a cheap unit to buy for Space Wolves. I think they're like 8 points a model or something stupid like that. And you know, you can have up to a unit of 15 of these in the army, and they just hold units up in. I mean, they can take a beating. I mean, they're toughness 4, so it's no better than a Marine, to be honest. But yeah, these guys I think are sorely underrated on the battlefield as to what they can and can't do. And so yeah, that's the Space Wolf. It's the Space Wolf Primarch army at the minute. I have no idea how many points this stands at, but it's well into the 2,000 point range, easy, possibly even 3. But yeah, possibly to give you a bit of an addition to what I'm working on, and I will apologise if this seems to go a bit dark. But these guys, new addition of a Dreadnought to add in there, and another squad of Long Fangs, just because they're fun. These will be coming out, and a Lehman Russ battle tank, which will be featured in the update one when they're finished. But yeah, that's everything pretty much that I'm working on, keeping me busy. But yeah, but there you go, guys. Like I say, I hope this has been alright. I'm still a bit new at this, so I do apologise if anything's a bit iff. But yeah, thanks guys, cheers for watching, and thanks for subscribing again. Thank you. Catch you later.